Welcome to 2x4 Hardcore, Episode 5, Holiday Cheer. Hey guys, it's another week, and a lot of different things happened this week. We actually got an Order in Chaos update. We weren't expecting that for a few weeks. I wasn't expecting it until around Christmas time, but it's pretty cool so far. There's new dailies in a new area, and basically you have to do the different dailies to get this Santa outfit, and you get the different pieces to it, like hat, gloves, legs, pretty much everything. And the goal is to try to do these dailies, and you actually get rewarded from them. There's only one daily actually, and a regular quest. The daily changes each day. It's usually collecting stuff, and you can get this daily in the new area, which is in Whispering Islands. So you go to Greenmont, and there's this guy walking around, and he teleports you to the Whispering Islands, and you actually get to go into this tiny little area, and there's snow and trees and elves. And basically you get the new daily, and it's usually collecting 10 marbles or light bulbs. It actually changes every day. And then there's a chicken quest, and pretty much you can find the chickens in any area. I actually found them in Greenmont, Bell Shoal, and Sin Scald Rift. You can actually pretty much find them anywhere. They're these level 5 mobs, and you can kill them with one hit. And you have to kill 10 of them in order to finish the daily. And then you just go back to that area on the Whispering Islands, and you turn the quest, and you get a stocking. And usually the stocking has a certain amount of silver or materials. Sometimes there's actually the new equipment, which is the Santa outfit. So people try to do the chicken daily over and over so they can get the new pieces to the new Santa outfit. And I guess it's a way to make gold, but it's not that much. It's only a few silver. And this is best for mages, because mages can just use Fire Barrage and kill a bunch of chickens in one area and then loot them, and then they can make stacks of them and turn them in. So it's really easy for mages to get this kind of gear now. Also, with the new update, there are chest drops, and they're scattered all around. There's a couple in Greenmont. I think there's some in Sin Scald Rift, but they take a while to spawn. And they have usually a certain amount of gold and materials. It's usually 16 to 20 gold. They sometimes have rare items like pets, maybe some gear. I've also heard rumors of certain epic weapons dropping in them, but I really don't know if any of that is true. There haven't been any screenshots yet. Also, a lot of people this week, they got their second epic from the souls. Last week a lot of people had the shoulders, and now this week people are getting a lot of the chest gears. So basically everyone has the set bonuses for the 6 pieces now. Also, there's a new way to clear the Airstars Temple. Basically you just pull the final boss to the entrance after the mage clears all the mobs. I actually filmed a video of me doing this. I know I said I was gonna run with Moonlight and Capcrunch, but Capcrunch is actually gonna come on next episode, and he's gonna be answering some questions. So I'm just gonna walk you through what's going on right here. So right here we have the mage who has already cleared all the mobs, and the ranger brings the dragon to the entrance actually. And I'm the monk in this, so I have to try to heal the tank while he uses guardian stance and aggroes the dragon. So this is the new way that people are doing it actually. And pretty much you just have to constantly heal the tank, make sure he doesn't die, because the dragon does pretty high damage at this point. He's damaging the tank pretty much right now, and the tank is pulling guardian stance, and I just have to constantly heal him. So you have to try to stay out of the dragon's range because it can get dangerous. You basically just keep doing this process, and eventually the dragon starts to do the stunning, and at that point it's safe for the mage and the ranger to go in and attack him, and the monk can go in too. And at this point you just basically use prayer, pure faith, and also Ring of Healing constantly. So you just keep doing that until he gets into his next phase, which is stunning. So he starts stunning everybody, and you have to try to heal the tank all the way before he does the next stun. And you basically just keep doing that process until the dragon's health is down. And he goes into the last phase, which is pretty normal. It's still safe to stay in there, but at this point, everybody needs to be attacking the dragon. And so once he falls, we got some loot, and I actually finished the dragon quest. So I went to Greenmont, and I'm going to show you guys how I turned it in. You basically just go to the entrance of Greenmont, and you go outside, and then you keep walking until you get to the vendors and the quest giver. And you just turn it in for 6 souls, and I showed you guys how many I have. I haven't been able to run that much. I only have like 50-ish. This week, a lot of people have been experiencing the black screen of death. I think it's been happening since the beginning of update 4, and basically you just log in and you see this little loading thing and just a black screen. I think you can still have the chat functionality, but basically you can't even play. And it's been happening on accounts, so like if you have more than one character, then it could be happening for more than one of them, which sucks. So that's been happening a lot recently, and there's been a lot of complaints on the forum, and some people are saying that they're quitting, of course, because they do that after everything. And I think GameOff's probably trying to fix it, and they may come out with like a bug update or something, but they just came out with the winter update, so it may take a few weeks for that. I also want to give a shout out to Ms. Constru. She was the leader of Eternity, and Eternity was hacked quite a few times. We're not really sure by who. It's sad to see her go, but it's definitely warranted because she has been hacked so many times and GameLoft hasn't had any sympathy for her. So now I'm going to get into Infinity Blade 2. You know how I told you guys that I wanted to show some iPad gameplay? Well, I didn't really have a lot of time to play this week. I have a little bit of gameplay here, as you can see, but there's plenty of other YouTube videos about Infinity Blade, so I don't really see a reason in showing too much gameplay, especially because I don't have a lot of time for it. I will be talking about it a little this episode, so sometime in the near future I will show how I progress on the iPad version. So the inventory system is pretty much the same as Infinity Blade 1, not many changes there, but I do like the addition of gems that enhance weapons and armor. That's really nice. I like the keys that you use to unlock chests, but I think Chair is trying to pressure you into buying keys for IAP, which is in-app purchase, and that's kind of annoying. I also think that the heavy weapons suck. It's essentially a shield in a sword, and it's really slow, but it does a little more damage than conventional weapons, so I don't really like those. I would suggest going with dual wield or sword and shield because of dodging and more combos. And now the story, it doesn't really make too much sense. I actually beat the final boss, and it led me to the Worker of Secrets. And some weird things happen, and you have to beat the God King again, and then bring his body back to the Worker of Secrets. And then the Worker ends up betraying you, and basically the story ends there for now. I don't really know how they're going to answer these questions in the future. Maybe with updates they can have some answers to it. And it didn't really answer that many questions that we had after the end of Infinity Blade 1. I'm sorry for disappointing you guys with the gameplay again, but I will continue talking about Infinity Blade 2 in future episodes, so stay tuned for that. So now I'm going to get into Six Guns. There's not that much to talk about. I think the game itself is good, but the fact that it's freemium is really a letdown. I feel like if I paid a price for it and there weren't so many in-app purchases, I would be more tempted to play it more. Gameloft really needs to listen to his customers, and I think they'd make more money without the IAP. I don't know, I may talk about Six Guns and show more gameplay, but the whole freemium thing is really a problem, so I haven't gotten that much into it, but who knows. So, I promised to tell you guys a little bit about Dead Space. I know I said I'd do some gameplay videos, and again, there's a lot of those on YouTube. You can just look up Dead Space for iPad gameplay, and you find some really good ones. I don't have a lot to say about this game. I've been trying to think of some things to talk about, but all I can really say is that it has really good graphics, really good gameplay, and an excellent story, and it even has good controls, which is surprising, because usually the iPad or iPod games, they don't really have that great of controls. This was actually selected as iPad Game of the Year, in case you didn't know, and I think rightfully so. It is a true console game on the iOS, and it's actually scary. Just like the console version, like if you play it in the darkness, it's really scary on the console. And on the iOS version, if you put on headphones and turn off all the lights, it's extremely scary as well. If you don't have this game yet, you'd be doing yourself a disservice not to get it today. It's amazing. I mean, I really don't know what else to say about it. Besides that, if there aren't any other content updates, then I really can't wait for Dead Space 2 on the iPad 3, I guess. I may talk about it a little more in future episodes, but hopefully Dead Space 2 will come out so I can talk about more. I also wanted to mention that Grand Theft Auto 3 for the iPad came out this week. It's only $5 and it's a universal app, so you can play it on any device. I'm actually holding off on buying it and the Batman game until Hanukkah when I get some iTunes cards. If you didn't know, I'm half Jewish, just putting that out there. It looks pretty amazing from the gameplay videos. It's a lot like GTA Chinatown Wars, which came out for the iPhone last year, but now it's a truly third person and it's like a console GTA. I can't wait to review it and give my opinion on the show to you guys, so stay tuned for that. Also, I wanted to talk about another way I'm uploading the episodes. I'm actually going to upload the MP3s on Podomatic. It has 5 times as much bandwidth as Podbean, so if you guys want to go to the website, it's podomatic.com/2x4hardcore, and you can actually download them and put them in your iTunes library. So if you want to do that, I highly recommend it. So that's the alternative to the YouTube videos. My question of the day is about the headphone issue. Is it fixed yet? Can you hear out of both ears for the episodes? So that's the weekend episode. Another episode will be released in a few days with the special Ordering Chaos guest star, CapCrunch. So probably no other games will be discussed because of that. So stay tuned, guys, and I'll see you next week.